Sonoma. I don't want to lose that.
You just like drinking wine.
Wine country.
Good call, Brian. Good call. What about you, Jeff?
I think the question's been answered pretty
thoroughly.
You
wanted to answer. You definitely don't think it'll be one of the 10.
Well, I was listening to that part, so I heard that.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I think it's going to be one on the third green-white checkered in a 2-car breakaway.
That's perfect.
All right, this is Brandon. And Brandon, what's your question?
What's the weirdest thing you ever signed?
Good question.
Well, mine's X-rated. I know the weirdest thing I've ever seen signed. Jeff and I were pulling out of Sonoma one day, and
why you got to include me in this? I don't want this story told.
Jeff and I were pulling out of Sonoma one day, and this lady ran us down. She has a good sprinter, actually. She should look at the 100-meter, but she ran us down, and Jeff was kind enough to stop and sign. I didn't know what she wanted to sign. Then I realized what she pulled was her arm or leg. She pulled her leg. Maybe she had both. Pulled maybe her arm sleeve up. No. That was real. It was a real arm.
Oh my God.
And it had a life-size tattoo of Jeff Gordon. I mean, very detailed. I mean, it was a very good tattoo. That was probably the weirdest thing I've ever seen signed.
All right, Greg.
But I have signed a prosthetic. That was my answer.
Damn, he just took it. I signed a prosthetic leg from a military guy. He was at our souvenir trailer and set his leg up there with his boot on it and all that. So
there's some cool prosthetics out there these days.
I signed a T-shirt way back in my sprint car days. I signed a T-shirt and then saw that T-shirt on TV when the guy was being arrested for robbing a bank. True story. In Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Did he tell me knew who the guy was? Proud moment.
That's awesome.
He wasn't one of my crew guys.
All right. What is your question?
Can I have Ryan Vickers? Can I have your hat?
Son, you don't want to let that hair loose. Is the only concern.
This could be dangerous. This could be dangerous. We can track you down a hat. You'll have to ask Red Bull if I can give you this one. They're really weird about that. I would be absolutely okay with it, to be honest with you, but they're really funny about their athlete hats. So as much as I want to say yes, my hair would scare you, and the hat, Red Bull would get really upset with me. But we'll track you down a hat.
You should, before you cut it, you should go get some like little cornrows or some braids for Daytona, just to psych everybody out, get in their head.
That's something you would do.
Well, yeah, but they won't let me near the car, so I thought maybe you could do it.
I could probably braid it at this point.
You should. People are like, man, Vickers lost his mind while he was gone. But that's how you get in there. Get in their heads.
They already believe that.
Okay, fair point.
All right.
Yeah, that's my theory. Don't worry about being good on the track. Just mess with people off the track. Win it right up here. That's what Greg Biffle told me. That he hit my rental car.
This is Caitlin, and your question?
This is for Jeff Gordon. Can I have your autograph and a hug?
You know where to meet me, right over here, right in the rim.
Jeff Gordon hug and autograph department.
All right, this is Jen, and Jen, I'm assuming that this is for Jeff Gordon, too.
Hey, Jeff. Actually, it's for all of you. I wish you all a great season. Jeff, I have a shrine in my stepson's bedroom, and he would die for a signature for you. But I also want to ask you a question. How has your driving changed since you've had your children?
I mean, I haven't won as much, but
But you're going to.
that's right.
And this is your season to shine.
But, you know, I really don't think. I think a lot of people think because they look at our sport as us going 200 miles per hour and looking at it dangerous. I don't think too many of the guys sitting up here would tell you that they feel like what we do is really that dangerous. Maybe that's just the mindset of a race car driver, but we just know the safety aspects that are built in the car, and we're just so focused on the competition and to go faster than every lap and go faster than the other competitors. So having children to me has only inspired me to want to win that much more, because now I'm doing it for them, and I was telling a story the other day about coming home and now that I have a 3.5-year-old, I have questions that I have to answer when I get home about why I didn't win the race. So basically, you're more driven now than you've ever been to me as a parent because they're counting on you, and it's really cool. I mean, I love that, and so to me, it once that switch gets turned on, I'm not thinking about anything else other than trying to win that race and go as fast as I can.
Did you see you throwing
And
punches?
Jeff Gordon, you're
What's
hot,
that?
and so is
After you getting the box on?
Wait, no. The funny that was the other story that I told earlier is that. So when I got home from Texas after the little scuffle between me and Jeff Burton, it was late that when I got home, and my daughter woke up in the middle of the night, and I went in there to lay next to her to get her to go back to sleep, and she realized it was me laying down. It was about 3 in the morning. She's like, "Papa, is that you?" And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Were you wrestling with a man on the racetrack today?" And I said, "What kind of?" And she said, "Well, why? Were you mad at him?" And I said, "Yeah, he made me mad." She goes, "Well, I don't know about that. I don't understand why." It was just funny. So then, 2 days later, I talked to Jeff Burton on the phone because we had to get some things resolved, and I told him the story. And he's like, "I'm gonna one up you." He said, "I got a 12-year-old son, or however old his son is, that races quarter midgets and go-karts, and he looks up to me like I'm God to Jeff Burton as his dad." And he's like, and we get on the plane to go home, and he's like, "I'm a kick Jeff Gordon, but Dad, you should have done this." And he had to explain to his son how he kind of made a mistake and sort of had what was coming to him. And he said that was the hardest thing I ever had to do. And I said, "Well, we're even then. We don't even be talking anymore after this." So pretty cool having kids.
Well, we love you and wish you all the best of luck. And Greg Bethel, you're hot.